In today's video, I'm going to be installing every single mod from CFMOTO's accessory catalog onto this 2025 CFMOTO Ibex 450. Now, for you guys that don't know how this works, normally a company reaches out and they're like,
hey, do you want this bike for a loaner bike for a little while?
And I'm like,
yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Then CFMOTO was like,
hey, since you're gonna have a loaner bike, would you like any accessories to do an install video or anything like that?
Me being the outrageous person that I am, wanting to take advantage of every opportunity, I'm like, yes, let's throw the kitchen sink at this motorcycle. That's when CFMOTO told me very politely that they don't offer a kitchen sink for the Ibex 450, but what they do offer is a pretty nicely built out accessory catalog that they have for this bike. So I was like, hey, just send all the stuff you want. I'll get it all installed and we'll see how it transforms the motorcycle. That's today's video. So guys, here's my plan for today. As you can see behind me, we have a ton of parts to install on the Ibex 450, and that means today is going to be a long install day. So I had an idea. We are going to rapid fire this thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys a part. I'm gonna quickly get it installed on the motorcycle, and then afterwards, I'm gonna let you guys know how the install was, if it was easy or hard, and if I think that part is worth it for you if you also have an Ibex 450. That way we can get through a lot of stuff really quickly. And good news for you guys, you don't have to hear me blabber on blah, blah, blah about pointless stuff. So, seem fun? I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna be listening to music, getting stuff installed, and talking very, what's the word? Efficiently. It's my worst nightmare. I have to be efficient. So, we're gonna get this thing going. Buckle up. This is a quick one. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? I already know. Oh, bro. Nice. Beautiful. I'll unbox these at the end. Okay, rear brake reservoir cover. Yeah, why not get this? The install is literally one bolt and that took 1 second. So get that. You don't want that to break, especially off-road where this bike should go. Alrighty, front brake reservoir cover. Again, stupid, simple install. Just make sure you use blue Loctite to put them back on and protect your brakes. Off-road, again, super important. Grab these little pieces, they're super simple. Alrighty, kickstand Enlarger. This is kind of dependent. You might not have to have this. Install was obviously super simple, just 4 bolts. But if you're going to be in softer situations off-road, you definitely need to consider this because it widens the kickstand pad and it will make it less likely to sink into the dirt. So kind of depends on the area you're going to be riding it in, but definitely to consider. Super easy install. All right, guys, we got the right side plate installed. You just literally remove the 3 bolts and pop it off. Pop those bolts off and pop this on. This is not metal. This is just like a piece of plastic. So it's gonna just add a little more abrasion resistance, especially with your boot being right here. You're probably gonna graze that metal. So this is just gonna keep the metal nicer on the engine on the outside. I mean, I don't know if this is crazy necessary, but I do like the black and matching there. So again, super easy install. CFMOTO's done a great job of making these super easy. So let's go to the other side and install the other one. All right, guards are done. Super easy install like everything else. Would I grab them? Yeah, it's an off-road motorcycle. I want as much protection as I possibly can, so I would grab these if I were you guys. All right, so guys, the next thing we're gonna install is both the upper and the lower crash bars. They kind of tag into each other. You don't have to have both of these. If you wanna just get the lower ones, you can. And if you wanna just get the upper ones, you can. But like the bottom bolt of the uppers is the same bolt as the upper bolt of the lowers, if that makes sense. So they kind of meet in the middle and one bolt goes in. So I'm gonna install them just both at the same time since it's kind of a similar part and, you know, protection situation. So let's get installing those. It seems incredibly simple though, like everything else. All right, so that is the lower guards installed. So now I'm gonna start working on the upper guards, and the upper guards are gonna go on top, and that's where they kind of connect together. If you're riding an ADV bike, it is my personal thought that you should have to have protection on your bike, especially for somebody like me that's kind of newer at riding. These are almost essential, both the lower and the upper guard, because your bike's probably gonna go over at some point, and if these are here, so much is gonna get protected. So let's see how the upper guards kind of connect at the top. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, upper crash bars, lower crash bars on, and they are one with the motorcycle. Love that they are color matched to all the other aluminum and kind of like gray on the bike. And the install was relatively simple. I had no issues with anything. This is why getting crash stuff from the OEM is nice, because they've already tapped holes in all these places to mount this stuff. So I appreciate the forward thinking of that. So that's awesome. Next up, we're gonna do the extended fender thing. Huge. Look at this. Look at the color on that. It is the color match to the front fender, obviously, but it's gonna take it from this to that. Big change coming up. Boom, added fender. I assume people take this off though, right? We don't have, you don't double fender it, right? Because the whole point is if you go through thick mud, it won't pack up into here. I'm gonna take this fender off real quick just to see if these bolts will just go straight back in. What do you think? I kind of like the exposed tire vibe. That it matches better with this. Because that's the point, right? You get thick mud in here and then it doesn't get clogged up. What's the look on cam? Oh, dude, absolutely without the front fender. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but this looks like a rally vibe. I am totally here for that. Okay, so fender-wise, should you get that or not? Super easy install, just install the bracket and then install this into there. I think this is one of two things. One, you're gonna ride in deep mud and you need the added protection and the non-clogginess of that tight fender, or you like the look of the big beak on the front. I think beaks on ADV bikes are kind of like personal preference. Some people like the look of them, some people don't. So you guys can let me know in the comments which you prefer, with this, with both, or with just the low profile one. Okay, a couple more things. Let's just replace the seat real quick because it's super simple. All right guys, so keep in mind how low that seat is currently. Installing a seat, there is normally not really an install process. It's just pop the new seat on. There we go. Now we have the tall seat. And that's the tall seat. So as you guys can see, it does not dip down as much. And I imagine it has more padding, so this is probably gonna be more comfortable as well. So that's the seat. I just wanted to show you guys the angle. I'm gonna take it off now because the stuff we're about to install is on the rear, and I would almost guarantee we're gonna have to take the seat off. So this is the seat that will be on it moving forward. I would say the tall seat is absolutely necessary on this bike, unless you're a really short person, in which case the stock seat will probably be better for you because you can get your feet on the ground better. So let's install, what are these things called? Rear pannier racks or something like that? All right, guys, so the rear pannier racks are on. So as far as installation on these guys, I wouldn't say it's complicated or hard, but it is finicky. So just make sure when you're installing all of this stuff, be loose with everything so that you can make it fit with these bolts. Because with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces all having to fit together, if you tighten these down here, it gets really problematic up here. So just keep that in mind. Let's get the seat on and let's finish this step up. Okay, there we go. We have our little grab handle so we can pick the bike up if we're trying to move it around. That is so sturdy. That's awesome. So the final thing is actually the soft paint eaters, and I didn't even unbox those, so I gotta unbox them because I ran out of space on the table. We'll see what those look like and see what the install process looks like. Whoa, dude, this stuff looks heavy duty. Okay guys, slight update on the soft luggage. I couldn't find any instructions in there, and I have never installed soft luggage before, so a lot of that is really foreign to me. So, instead of wasting a ton of time, I'm gonna go find instructions on another day, and we're gonna call that it, because the bike has gone through a pretty decent transformation, and that's just really intimidating for me right now, and it's been a long day. So we're gonna call that in for this video. Overall, for general installation of all this stuff, incredibly simple. Even if you're not good at installing stuff, I think a lot of people can handle it, but I'm pretty sure you can just order this stuff at a dealership and go get them to install it if you want to, but there's no reason you shouldn't do it for yourself. Anyway, my favorite stuff, obviously the crash bars were like, if I owned this motorcycle, those would be the things I got first. Behind the crash bars, I would then go and get that metal support system here on the back. It's going to add so many more attachment points for you to put luggage on, so I love that. I just did that on my Tenere 700, and I really love that modification. And then all the little protection is nice, but overall, I think it looks pretty sick. I haven't been riding this thing off-road yet because I didn't have all the protection on it, because you don't want to, like, these companies are okay with you, like, treating these bikes like you want to, but you never want to go down on a ADV bike that's a loaner bike and then have to tell the company, hey, it went down and you didn't have protection. So I've been waiting for that. So now that I've got that, I feel like I'll be more comfortable taking it off-road. So that's gonna be the end for this episode. If you guys want links for all this stuff, I'll put links in the description down below. And you can either buy it from CFMOTO's website, I guess, or you might have to contact your local dealer to get this stuff from them. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the rapid fire stuff. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I'm Chaseontwowheels. If you guys want to watch more motorcycle content, either on the Ibex 450 or any of the other bikes we have here in the garage, let me know in the comments down below and subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna rapid firely end this video, which this is actually the most I've talked through the entire time. I failed from the goal in the beginning of the video. I knew I would, and I think we all did, but okay, I'm gonna go now.